Well, everyone, it looks like the iPhone 14 is one of those phones that I genuinely feel like is a pretty solid phone in a lot of different ways. And if you currently own this phone, I genuinely do feel like getting a phone like this is actually a really decent option. But not only buying this phone as at this point, but if you actually go through and if you actually want to kind of like go buy, or keep your iPhone 14, I feel like that is also a very good option as at this point as well. Now, here's the thing. The iPhone 14 is one of those types of phones that you can kind of look at and still get a really good time with. The iPhone 14 is one of those devices that, for the most part, is still going to be giving you a pretty good, solid type of experience. It's going to be one of those types of phones that still is giving you like a pretty good type of build quality. One big thing is that display. Sometimes the display, because it's 60 Hz, can be a little annoying. But if you already own this phone and if you're already okay with it, then I would imagine that you might be okay with keeping this phone, for its display and not really worrying too much about it because it is still like a pretty decent type of display when it comes down to it. Now, on top of that, one other thing to keep in mind here too is that with something like an iPhone 14, this phone is going to be giving you a dual camera setup on the backside, which is still pretty decent. You're getting that MagSafe capability on the backside too, which is still also pretty nice. And when I'm looking at a device like this, you're actually going to be getting a pretty solid performing chipset inside. That Apple A15 Bionic chip is still very, very good. And even on iOS 26, this phone is still performing fairly well. Even though iOS 26 has some issues, I will say it does feel like almost like a new phone on iOS 26 because we are getting those things like the, liquid glass and the new animations, the app animation opening, and a lot of cool like UI tweaks that Apple kind of threw in here inside of iOS 26. It does kind of make me feel like the iPhone 14 is a newer phone. Hopefully Apple releases a couple more updates and fixes some more issues. But all in all, I think if you want to keep your iPhone 14, I would honestly kind of recommend it because it is like a pretty good phone, kind of when it comes down to it. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that will mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.